We're starting a new project today, and it's more fencing, as we know that sort of bit by bit the farm needs upgrades and improvements. So we've identified what we think is perhaps one of the weakest areas, and I'll show you now. So it's this fence line here. Lots of the posts are going to be rotten. It's just not, a sheep I'm sure could just get through there if they wanted. Loads of just like, you know, just not looking very solid. They could easily get through here. So we just want to make it more secure, and then if it's better fenced and it's more secure, then I'll feel like I've got more peace of mind putting the livestock in here. We also had a bit of a problem last summer when some neighbours' sheep were roaming around. They kept escaping from where they lived and they kept coming into here, which was our hay meadow. So we had to keep trying to send them out, but we couldn't keep them out because they were getting in through the fence. So hopefully we can keep our stock in and keep other stock out. And that surely is the most desirable outcome. So there's some really nice grass in here. We've cleared the bales. It's one of the fields that we hay made. And it's ready probably for grazing off this autumn. We'll probably put one group of ewes in here with the tup. So we're just going to make a start, as it's such a nice day, make a start today putting some corner posts in, some like big posts, I think. Doesn't it call them straining posts? I don't know. Putting in some corner posts today, as it's a nice warm sunny day in October. And then that'll keep Nick happy because he likes playing with tools and making improvements, and I like working with sheep, so maybe we can do the sheep tomorrow. Be able to see the fence line gets even worse along here. We've got a couple of corner posts in this afternoon, and this is the next step. As you can see, we're in perhaps the jungle area of the farm right now. What's happening then here?
So I'm going to stretch this plain wire between the two big posts, tie it off to make the straight line, but it's a bit of a...
Are your legs immune to nettle stings?
They are, I've got used to it over the years.
Quite a long stretch. Don't know how many meters.
So yes, I've just dragged the wire out, and it's quite a decent length. I don't know, we've not measured it yet, but it shouldn't take too much more work. Just a few more posts to knock in. You've still got to tie either end, so once you've tied it up, it's fairly plain sailing.
But yeah, you can see that the fence, the original fence, is really not much, is it? So we've got some new posts that are in position, going all the way up there. fence line in on the edge of a cliff. It looks a bit precarious.
Joanna's roped me into doing a little voiceover for you, so I'm going to try and describe the next couple of clips you're going to see. So with this unit, you drive the tractor forward to where you want to be. You can operate it yourself, so you swing the arm out, get everything aligned up, make sure your post's level, engage the weight on the post, get my little spirit level out, and then give it a good bash into the ground. It really does make things a whole lot easier, because with this it'll take about 3 or 4 whacks and it's in the ground, whereas if you were to do this by hand it'd be about 50 knocks with the bonking device, and it really does take its toll on your shoulders. So when you've finished, you just disengage everything, swing the arm back to the centre, drive forwards to the next post and repeat. So we sometimes get asked a question about how we treat the posts. So what we've done with the posts is we've given them a coat or two of creosote, and then over the top of that we've put some bitumen, and we leave the tip of the post exposed so that any water that gets in from the top can drain out the bottom.
So you can see the new fence line, or the new post rather, and I guess now it's going to be a case of getting the wire on. Driver is looking at his handiwork. So talk us through what's been happening.
This is me now. So yesterday I put the bracing pieces in, and I did the top section of wire, and now we're back down to the bottom area, and I just need to put one more brace in and then the last stretch of sheet netting. And then that's ready then for some barbed wire along top. Got my measuring stick. I can't remember. I saw someone describe this as something, I can't remember what it was, like a cheat stick or something, where you got all your lines measured out on it. So I've got the part where I put my straining brace.
Nick wants to put his thing Here.
There's a tree root right there where I want to go, but I'm trying, but I have to adjust slightly. I'll have to go there. I'm using the bonker. I think I found that tree root.
Does that mean it won't go in?
It will, it just makes it a bit harder. It's going. So here we have it, the brace. I had to adjust it slightly because there was a tree root in the way, but that should do.
What
Need to
happened?
nail it in now. Nail it in, chop off that bit.
It is a fairly nice day for November to show off this stretch that Nick's been working on. I have to say it has mostly been Nick. God knows what I've been doing. other things, I promise you.
You've been looking after the campsite,
yeah,
haven't you? Whilst you've been able to free me up to come and do this. But yeah, so this is the top section. I put a top bit of barbed wire on because that's all I had at the time. I had to get some more supplies in. So on here we're going to have another strand of, like I say, plain wire that will electrify if we want to.
but yeah, it looks really good, doesn't it? Really good.
So a bit of an update on my little fencing project. I think we worked out it's maybe about 250, 60 metres, something like that. And we've got all the posts in, all the braces, the netting. I just need to do a top strand of barbed wire, and then I'm going to run a plain wire that we can electrify at any point if we wanted to.
So yeah, so this is how this section is looking. And we've got the ewes in here now. And the ram. So this is a finished fence line. So it goes from the gateway up there all the way down this field and all the way down to the bottom. I'm sure that Nick's very proud of it, and rightly so. So the fence has been a project that got started in October. I think we actually talked about it whilst we were in Italy at the beginning of October. And then we have been working away at it for the last 6 weeks or so. And it's absolutely transformed this side of the field. And I think we will continue to do more, and Nick's definitely nailed the art of fencing, so very impressed with his skills and attitude towards it. Oh, hello. It's been really nice to see parts of the farm improved and transformed as we are committed to trying to maintain and look after Dale Farm. So yeah, it's just really nice to be able to see things taking shape. So that is the end of this video, and hopefully you've enjoyed seeing us get stuck into a project, keeping stock out and keeping our stock in and safe. And it looks really good, and I think that both Nick and I agree that we're going to try and keep going and fencing and improving parts of the farm as and when we can.